Hello everybody, welcome to the final episode in a series of making your own skateboard. If you've watched from the beginning of this series, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And in the last video I promised you a surprise, and that will be we're going to show you how to make your own custom rails using a silicone mold. Super easy, not intimidating at all. You'll see by the mold I make that you can get away with a lot of stuff here. So then we're gonna take our custom skateboard, we're gonna take it for a cruise, see how it feels, and on the flip side of the video, I'll meet you back and we'll talk about it and I'll let you know what I think. So enjoy and catch you on the flip side. Okay, so my genius idea of making a mold out of cardboard box was not gonna work. I don't really have anything, don't know how this is gonna end up, but I'm just gonna do it in this. I mean, we don't need that much, so yeah, I'm just gonna try it. So literally just taking the top of an aluminum foil to-go pan and making a mold. So we have what we're gonna put the mold in, or the silicone in. Then here I'm just mixing even proportions of the silicone. I believe it was called dragon skin silicone. Work. Okay, here we go. I think it's starting to turn to silicone. Gonna need way more. Figured just as much. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay, and now we wait. Hello, YouTube. All right, it's been a couple of days since we last checked on this. I got a little sick and, life happened, so blah, 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 but here we are. We are going to demold this bad boy, see how it turned out, and then go from there. First time ever doing anything with silicone. Okay. And there's our mold for our rails. Oh, it's tight. Oh, dang. Hope that doesn't matter. Cut it open, I guess. I think what I'm gonna try to do is cut right along there, right along kind of like right outside the circles, and then try to just nip off the tops. Yeah, we'll see. Did not want to go that far. Nice. 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 Perfect. Okay. Okay. So there's our mold for a skate rail. Thank you, Santa Cruz. Thank you, Milo. Now we gotta try to shove some resin in there. Yeah. So first try at this, we're gonna use, I thought I had some different epoxies. I don't. So we're gonna use tabletop, which this probably will definitely not work for skating purposes, because tabletop epoxies, in my experience, tend to be a little softer, you know, so they'll kind of absorb little scratch marks. So we want hard, considering rails are used for sliding and grinding. So soft is just gonna make it stop. But, you know, gotta learn some way, and we're gonna use what we got right now. You never know, could get lucky. So it's not gonna take that much. I've got some little shiny, sparkly blue we're gonna do. I have no idea how much to make with this, so we're just gonna wing it. Wingy dingy. There we go. Okay. So we got 40 grams total in here. Go with a little bit of this blue, just a teeny tiny whiny. Just so you can see, literally like nothing in there. I started with 40 grams of resin, and then I decided to mix a little bit more to go to 60, and I'm glad I did. You'll see why. How much is the rail itself worth? 57 grams. Hey, okay. So maybe the 60 grams is where we go, right? Then I just started pouring, had some toothpicks to help me get the edges up, but just used the cup to pour it in. The problem is, I have no idea how full that is. I think we dump it all in, right? And just live with our mistakes from that. We overflow, and we can always remove more material. No! Worst case scenario. Patience. Okay. Well, that's good. It's overflowing a little bit. And yeah, so now it's as good as this one's gonna get. Cross your fingers and come back tomorrow or the next day. Okay. All right, guys. So it is the next day, and it's time to do the unveiling of our first attempt at the rail. And here we go. Kind of fun. It's very satisfying opening this, but this is like my first reveal. That's awesome. Okay. So it worked. But now it's gonna take, I think, 72 hours, I think, for this thing to fully cure. But pretty soft, as you can tell. Some air bubbles, which I figured would happen. I forgot to take the heat gun to it. But I mean, it's shaped like a rail. That's legit. So I think I've got enough resin to mix up another one. And we'll try that. And yeah, that's pretty sick. I'm pumped. Alright guys, and same process over again. Just mixing 60 grams of resin, put a little bit of glow-in-the-dark orange color in it. And now it's time to begin to pour the second one. There we go. And that's that. Alright guys, welcome back. And here we go with numero 2. Hey, much better. still air bubbles because again I forgot to do the heat gun. I'm kind of nervous to do the heat gun or with the silicone. I think it said it was like rated up to like 500 degrees or something like that, but I could put the resin in my vacuum chamber first, suck out all the air, and then pour it, see if that made it clear. But this resin's not even, it's not going to be strong enough to slide on, I don't think. But there you go. 2 custom made rails ready to go on a board. That's pretty sick. All right, guys. So now, since I have an incredibly short wheelbase on this bad boy, we're gonna cut down our rails a little bit, because if we left them the length they are, you can see, be directly under our wheels, which would add to add to wheel bite. We don't want that. Okay. So what I realized before I made my first marking was that if I had cut it like that and left a bunch of space from the screw to the end, it'd start to rattle even more so than it's already going to. So then bam, bam. And it's like totally bam, bro. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Am I right, my friends? Whoa! And boom! Custom rails on a custom board by yours truly. That's pretty sick. I'm just saying. It looks cool. It looks legit. Boom. Let your dreams go to the stars. All right. Now to try some board slide somewhere. Dun dun dun. And now our shred sled is finally ready for a spin.
But they started pumping on the skateboard. Yeah.
Feels super weird with the short wheelbase, like putting your feet in the right position, or what you think should be the right position is definitely not. But figuring it out, you know, it feels good, feels different. But yeah, you know, we're having fun with it, that's for sure. Cannot pop today. You! Abstract had a little skate jam last night, and I'm paying for it today. The hangovers of being 35 and sober are body aches and pains. All right, let's get some more different, cool, fun stuff. Switch all these. Oh! So weird. We'll take that one, but figuring out how to pop on this board is just about impossible. All right, got the kickflip out of me. Tri-flip's not happening. Not today, at least. Gonna try out these custom rails, see if they slide. I actually feel like they cured hard enough, so we're gonna give it a whirl, lightly.
really surprised at actually how awesome these are working. They're super hard, super fast. Only thing that's bothering me now is the old back. They work. Okay, so far we've done regular manuals, nose manual, done a front side and back side board slide. Now we're gonna try to ollie into some manuals. Damn, my foot caught on it.
Boop.
Two straight. So there we go, guys. That is from start to finish, taking one solid high density piece of foam, shaping it to how you want it to be, and taking 7 pieces of good old hardwood maple veneer and forming them to your very own shred sled. I truly love this process, and not to mention how easy it was to make a silicone mold. I had no idea it was going to be that easy, and it worked. You know, like didn't tear, didn't leak. Very impressed, very happy with the whole thing, and I can't believe how hard these things cured. Now, it cured so hard that I should have let it cure a little longer before I attached it, because one of the pieces actually broke or cracked right around the screw. But when I was skating this thing on the rail, it was like a greased hog, man. It was slick. Now, granted, I have not slid this on any curbs or anything concrete yet, so I'm assuming that'll probably I have a feeling they're gonna grip a little bit harder on that. I think they're just a little too soft. But if I find the right resin, like this is awesome. And you got cool colors. I mean, the board feel. Let me tell you, it is crazy. The tiny wheelbase, like it's very fun with these wheels. I guess I should go over the whole setup first. So, board is obviously totally custom. Rails, totally custom. I have Ace trucks, Ace 44s, and these are 87A 56 millimeter bloodshot or OJ wheels. They're filmer wheels, what they said on the package. And then I've got some Frankenstein bearings in there. I've got couple of Swiss, couple of Reds, couple of Bronsons, just whatever I can find that spun the best. But riding this thing, it's fun. There is absolutely no pop in it whatsoever because of the short wheelbase, and like it's 3 fingers to flat. Well, kind of flat. You know, before the tail. So manual's extremely easy to get into, little hard to find your sweet spot, but popping it's pretty ridiculous. So on the next board, be doing a little different shape. I think on the next one I'm going to try to do just I'm going to use one of their pre-existing molds and you do one glue, and we'll see how that goes. But this is definitely more of a filmer cruiser type. All in all, great experience. Had a blast making it, have a blast riding it. Yeah, and do the rails. That's super fun. I highly suggest doing that. And thanks for hanging out with me through this series, guys, and I hope you catch you on the next time. Catch you later.